Okay, hopefully. Stream settings. I can't change it now. Bollocks. Oh well. We're live on here. Fantastic. Shop over to here then. What's up everyone, Next is Geoduck here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Legacy of Kain Soulreaver 2 Remastered Part 3. Last time we started just outside the Soulreaver stronghold after not long getting the Soulreaver. So we made our way back inside, and on the way back through we bumped into Kain near the altar of William the Just, and Kain told us that about a paradox, of that we are a paradox in the wrong timeline. So because of our decision not to kill Kain, the timeline reshuffled. So after finishing our conversation there with Kain, we decided to then move on to the room where we started the game. We are now armed as Soulreaver, and we had a conversation with Mobius and got him to let us in, and we triggered it, but he knew this and sent us to the far, far future where Nosgoth is just ravaged. And on our way through, we obviously bumped into his ghost, had a conversation to test whether he is an actual spirit, and he disappeared. And on through Nosgoth, making our way, I suppose, to where Janos would technically be. We were besieged by demons and a camp, like mercenaries. I want to say mercenaries that's taken over for Sarafan. From there, we've made our way to just before, well, we went through Yushentine, I think it's called, and then we then got the Soulreaver, which we then backtracked to the swamp and destroyed what looks like a wall to there, which had another time mechanism, I think, or time machine, and now we are activated, not knowing where it will take us, and we are now in Nosgoth's past, where the Sarafan is still alive. So this is where we are now. So we're just going to continue on. I think this should be the last stream for this. I've been cutting them up into like hourish chunks, so even though it's part 3, I'll be cutting up to like 2 videos. So we're just going to continue on from here and try and meet Janos Aldrin. But if you like my content, please like, follow and subscribe. That being said, let's get going. Alright, I'm hoping that all went well, especially on the YouTube side. Fantastic. Alright. Right. Ho-do-do-do-do.
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness, the cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer.
I think it's just Sarafan weapons now. I've been killing enemies with every other weapon I've been come across. Okay, did I... This is like an actual swamp. Right. I feel like I've taken a wrong turning somewhere. Right? It's here. I ran straight past it. Dumbass. There we go. This is what I'm after.
By all that is holy!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order. Their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
Well, we're gonna kill them all.
Free your soul!
Bugger off. God. Annoyances.
Return to hell!
Excuse me. Yay! Finally! Ah, got every single achievement now. Been after that for ages. Alright, let's get rid of these guys first. Thank you. Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. Oh, bitch. Come here. Thank you. Hi. Hello. Thank you. I think they're a little bit upset with me. Okay. Hi. Come on. Dude, just die already. God damn. Jesus. Irritating. Hello. Hi. Alright. Take out her first. Hi there. Hi. Hello. Don't mind me. Thank you. Yeah, I thought I seen her. Yep, thank you. Less of that. Okay.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audrin's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, this scene boded well, for I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle. How to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach. For this was the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
Now, if I remember correctly, I think I need the Dark Reaver verse. Although, I could be very wrong as well, though. Ah! Here. Ooh. Okay. Right. Think I need, yeah, okay. So we need the aerial reaver. That's a start. Ooh. As long as I don't fluff this up, I should be fine to get this. Hey, Kira. Oh. Why does it have to be more than one?
Will rid Nosgoth of your kind.
Huh. Yeah, I'm good. Yourself? Excuse me, sir. Come here.
Free your soul, demon.
Oh my God. Piss off. Jesus. Right.
There's one.
Good, good. Goody gum drops. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Bum 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 bum. Aha. Okay. So you up to much, Enki? Okay.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable, while the object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Ordran was the monster depicted in the stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. And I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.
All right. If we start losing too much energy, I'll go to the spectral realm. Okay. So if this is full. Well, I remember this much. Okay. Do I need the need this? Ooh. I had a bad eye turn then. I don't think I can do it from here, can I? No. Right, other side I have to do that. This side I believe. Oh. Ah yeah, there we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. It's upstairs, right. Then we grab one of these. Fill this with blood. And then we're gonna run this way. To put this here. Which I need the Soulreaver for. Which is over there. No, I should create an Soulreaver air thing down below. Yes. All right. Down below is ready. Just gonna check. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Hello there.
Hey, House. Alright, that opens up this bit. I see you. Alright. Hey then, House, you alright? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How have you blah blah? I even thought the great. How are you today? Shit. Okay, let's not jump down here because that thing will zap me. So what I want to do is activate this. Good. Activate this. Change the Reaver. Jump down. Activate that. Ah. Grab this down here. Fill this up I'm not sure if I've done this right. I guess we'll find out. No, we have. Put the blood into here. Okay, so we got to fill that one up next. Okay. Right. Where's... Right, now we need... Ah, Dark Reaver. Excuse me, sir, you've got something I want? Come here. Grab this. It's amazing how much of this game I remember. Seems like it's my least favourite. Okay. That means I've got to go... over here, grab this. Grab this. Okay. I believe this is where things get interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. Now the Air Reaver is over here. So grab the Air Reaver. Stick this in. And we Yeetus Maximus up to here. Up here. Do that. Down here, grab this. Fight the camera system. Alright, we got a path there. Right. Whew. You up to much else? If you're still in my chat. Right. That's that done. Okay. Oh, right. Hey, skills. Okay. I think, if I remember correctly, we jump over here. Could be wrong. There's a little bit of health. Plonk. Right. Okay, I think I've opened up this area as much as I could. Right. And then we're gonna grab this one. No, grab it. Thank you. And then we dunk this in here. Which I imagine is going to create another area one down there. Do I just have the aerial reaver? No, I have the sunlight reaver. God damn it. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Right. Well, it's pretty fast. I'm quite impressed.
Janos Audrin?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them.
Beyond their reach.
You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key. Yes. The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel. Janos! No!
My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Okay. This is one of the more complex shrines. See if I can remember. Hey, at least they restored my life to full. Okay, the Reaver's glitched. So... it's sort of there. Right. Oh, the Reaver's back now. There we go. Right. Huh. That's over here. Grab one of these. Huh. Uh... But it should have landed over here somewhere. Oh, I've made a boo-boo. Yeah, this is the bit I always struggled with, the last bit. Oh, that's some shaky camera angle.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Let's save it first.
Hold him! Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
Now we got a leg it all the way. Alright, Raziel, don't spread your wings. Now we got to leg it all the way back to the Sarafan stronghold. Alright, so jump up here.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future. For here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
Hey, fantastic. Glad I got the Soulreaver.
Do you really think you can save Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Oh boy, let's hoof it. Got past all these demons now as well, while we're at it. Do 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 do.
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth. Come.
Really? Oh my god. You can bugger off as well. Irritating annoyances. It's like a massive ass demon, like, no, we're gonna beat you up. Ah. Okay. Ah, there is one here. Fantastic. Oh well, that's that done. Just gotta make it to the swamp. Hey, big boy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please go away. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Closer, Raziel.
Ah! I expected that to happen. Okay. Dude, stop ducking. Thank you. This doesn't work, does it? No, okay. So one nearby. Oh, come on. Thank you. Sometimes it's just finicky. There it is. Get the fire reaver back. All right. Made out of caves. Hey. Hello. Right. Bugger off. Annoyances.
You
shall not pass my ass. Beep. Of course. I need the air reaver. Hi. Ah. Hi. Hello. Okay. And away we go. Oh, come on, Razio. Ah. Oh my God. Do you want to like actually do what your mechanics tell you to actually do? It's not like it's difficult, it's just irritating. Sometimes he's like, nah, actually I'm not gonna grab that. Alright, thank you. Ah. Ah.
You have failed me, Raziel.
I wonder, Old One. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Kain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
That's going to save. Faith. Thank you. I'm so glad he got stuck on that pillar. Hi. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, running by. Hi. Hello. Oh. All right. I'm not waiting around to do that. I should be alright. This bit's a little bit hard, I remember this.
He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. That could have gone far worse. Excuse me. It's a good thing they're so squishy. Nope. Not today. Go away. Shoot. Get. Scram.
Free your soul, demon!
Yeet. Alright, I call shenanigans on that one. Shenanigans. Hey, hey, hi. You missed. That's a high shot. All right.
Seize him.
Yes, seize me. Oh.
Guard me, brothers.
You're on a bit of ice. Whom. Okay, now we need sunlight. Right. Right out. Got 2 people up there to deal with. Oh, thank you. Right. Thank you. That's my hole.
Get it. Seize him.
Thank you. Just gonna ignore everyone else. Boom, 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 boom.
Seize him.
That was a good view. I couldn't see through the flag.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Seraphim to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malek, Do not let this creature leave. He poses a danger to the Circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the Time Streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The Circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. But it's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
If I do this, it'll...
Now that I had taken it up, the Reaver and I were inescapably joined. The harder I tried to release the blade, the more tightly my hand gripped the hilt, as if possessed of its own will.
Okay.
Come to take your revenge, demon?
Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Kain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Kain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
Right. You are doing my nutting with that stab. Come here for a while. Keep going. I'm winning this. Right, less of that from you. No, it's your turn. Thank you.
Melchiah and Zephon fell before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Right. Oh. I think I'm gonna have to do this with all of them, is just split them up, because when they're next to each other they're a nightmare, all of them. So we'll
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get through us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Kain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Kain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
it's like slap, slap, slap. Gonna, like, there we go. Attacking just before they attack while they're walking is actually a lot better than just going up to them. Never realised that before.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
And here at last was my brother Turel, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Kain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Turel had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Turel would not.
Not that they can kill you. Huh. Only one more to go.
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
Raziel's like the worst one to fight. Thank you. Let me just change the camera angle a minute. Go on. Alright, they didn't run it that time. I disagree with that last hit. And that one. Disagree. Disagree. And disagree. Come on, Raziel. Die. Finally! Ah!
I renounce you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle. Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Kain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You. Are you enjoying this game? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me. I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Kain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Kain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Kain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Kain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
Well, there we are. Soulreaver 2, finally done. almost a 2-hour stream. Almost. We skip it. Okay. Well, thank you everyone watching. Let me try it again. Thank you everyone for watching my Legacy of Kain Soulreaver 2 Remastered. This is it for Soulreaver 2. I still need to get Defiance, so that once I get that, I will make sure to put that on the channel and start playing it. Obviously, that'll be the first thing before I edit it at all. Like I said, I love the story. I don't like the combat, especially like I don't mind fighting our Saratham brothers, but just you gotta split them up. And I swear to God, like Raziel's like the worst one to fight. He's like terrible. Block, 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 block. That's all he does. It just blocks. So you gotta sort of bait his attacks out. But do join me and Dr. McKay tomorrow for Gears of War Reloaded, where I think tomorrow we should actually finish Gears of War Reloaded. We've got like 2 acts left, which is Act 5 and then Act 6, and that'll be it. But until next time, stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.